Body panel's been taken off the bike as far as the back end goes. And I have them up here. The engine. Now this is one thing I like to stress. If you've got a new bike, or I mean not brand new, but new to yourself, and you're going to go to rebuild it, look at the engine very closely, the outside of it, for any signs of leakage, damage. The engine will tell you a lot if you just look at it. Alright, now what I can tell here is I'm losing gasoline out the back here, and that's from I believe the valve seat isn't seating correctly. That may be due to the nature of the fuel. It's C112. It may be corrosive. Another thing I look at, now I've got some dust on here because I haven't driven the damn thing in a year, but I've got some oil right down in here. And I don't know if that's coming from the oil pump seal or the bottom of the pipe. That's one thing I need to look at. And as I take the engine farther down, I'll keep looking. For one thing, when I took this bike off the truck, my back wheel is seized up. That means the brake's not working, or there's oil on the brakes. Which, let me tell you one thing. Oil and brakes don't mix, brake pads. This is a new YFS pipe. And I'm just kind of putting it out there to see what it looks like. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tear this motor down and put on the new head on it. But I'm going to go over, that's the new cylinder and head right there. 54 millimeter. Now all this was purchased at vtcycles.com, or it's called Fast Two Wheels on eBay. That's it. That's his site. And I love this thing. It even comes in blue. And if this works out, I'm gonna think about doing some other things with this type of pipe. I just think it's really neat. But one thing I want to stress about the pipes, now I've done this in other videos, is that the cones you see here, what we have is a front cone, a diffuser, not a diffuser, but it is a so wide center cone. Then we have a rear cone. All those links are, someone just didn't put them together and say, okay, this is going to work. Now what we have with this other pipe, if you'll notice, is the cone starts earlier, the center part is wider, and your back side of the cone compared to this one is smaller. This all determines the power band of the engine, or what usable power band that the pipe is going to produce. What I mean by that is very simple. Let's say that the peak horsepower for this engine right here is 1 horsepower. I don't know why you call it kilowatt something or other in Europe, or I have no idea. But what a pipe does, just like gears, just like a lot of things, is it will make your bike faster at slow speed, say like you're hill climbing or drag racing. It could make the bike faster at top speed for high-speed runs. But in every aspect of building an engine, you've got to sacrifice something for something. You can't get more power out of a normally aspirated engine once you've reached its maximum potential. You can trick it into becoming a bigger air pump by putting on a supercharger or a turbocharger, but that won't work on two-stroke without valves. So that's where I'm at right now. Now I've got to figure how to drain the water and radiator fluid and clean this mess up. And then I'm going to take apart this part right here, which I have a new one over in that Honda box.